Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Azula from the Hummingbird Coven. Welcome to your new moon in Taurus reading. I'm going to be pulling some cards to see what the blessing is or what the lesson is that is coming through. What is the blessing that is coming through, because what are we learning essentially from that lesson and the blessing that we receive, what our ancestors have to say about it, and then what the mothers of the water, mothers of the night, their advice on kind of how to use this blessing to help us continue on our journey and create abundance and prosperity and happiness and joy and all the things that we want on a heart level. It's kind of realigning us back to center. Taurus new moon, I'm just going to talk a little bit quickly about at least what I have been feeling. I guess first of all, I'll talk about May as the 5th month. It is ruled in tarot by the card of the Hierophant, which is the 5th card, which is also ruled by the energy of Taurus. So what this tells me is that Taurus is a month where we will be stepping into our purpose for a lot of us, especially the ones of us who have been doing our work, have been doing our healing work, our shadow work. If you're not quite sure what shadow work is, let me know in the comments down below. I'd be more than happy to do a video on that and kind of share a little bit of my journey and experience, which is an ever evolving experience. There's always so much more work to be done than we think, and that's kind of the other thing. The longer we wait as well, the longer things will pile up on things that we have to let go of, which is why a lot of the time it's hard for some of the elders in our lives, in some sense, to go through this shadow work. At least the adults in our life who have been, I mean, you see it with certain energies and, well, politics, and even closer than that on your own family level, where the kind of shadow takes over in a sense, because we haven't been dealing with it. We haven't been shedding light on our pain, on our trauma, on our fears, on the walls that we have been putting up. But I feel like those things, well, this month has been a lot of breaking down a lot of those. I'm sure a lot of you have been feeling this energy of breaking down those emotions, especially since we've been in isolation. We've kind of had no choice but to face our fears in a sense. Come face to face with this new reality that is scary, that is fearful, and it's like specifically in your home space. It's okay, how do I move through this? How do I make this work? How do I kind of find a sense of balance within this space, right? We want this control, and a lot of people have been saying, oh, we want to, well, the president has been kind of pushing for people to go back to work, at least in our neighbors to the south, but it does affect the world on some part, because his greed has led to a lot of countries around the world not receiving their medical supplies, because he's been like, nope, that's for the States. Not to say that anything is like right and wrong in a certain sense, because he is doing what he thinks is best for his country, but it's out of greed. It's about him, right? I'm not gonna kind of push any more into that, but it's like this reflects in your home space as well. It's like, where am I being selfish? Where am I being greedy? It is a survival tactic, right? We are in a survival mode right now, so a lot of people are in fight or flight. But yeah, bringing it back, it's making us face our worst fears, and trying to figure out how we're going to move for this and be successful and not be pulled and sucked into the destruction and the chaos that this world can lead you to, that the circumstances in this world can lead you to. Spirit is testing us right now. It's kind of weeding out the strong ones right now, and I know it's hard. But it is for purposes, because this world is changing for the better. So it is asking us, calling us to find our light, to step into our purpose. And that is where we come right back into this new moon in Taurus. It's kind of setting us on our path, what we are going to be doing in this new world that is emerging. It's starting to give you the stepping stones. I've been talking about steps. You take one step, you evaluate the situation, see where you are, see, can I make a move, or do I have to kind of go back to spirit and be like, what What's going on? How can I move forward? A lot of downloads, information, and messages have been coming through, especially if you have been working with your ancestors. A lot of information has been coming through. I know I have been having extremely strong signs and visions of certain things. Some things I have been sharing, some things I've been keeping a little more secret, just because I don't feel it's the time to share them right now. But yeah, I have been, like, daily, I've been receiving downloads and messages. But it's also because I'm creating the time to be open to them. I know with everything also that's going on in the outside world, and you might have, like, I'm right now fortunate to be pretty much on my own. It's just me and my partner, and we're making it work as we do. But it's been hard trying to kind of figure out, okay, what is our new normal in this space? So I couldn't even imagine people with kids and people with, or just like roommates even, or like these things that are not in your control, essentially, that are within your space, though, that you do have to face, you do have to deal with. But yeah, it's trying to find a way to create this time, but it's also knowing that this is valuable for the whole family. This is something that the whole family needs to do. Our children need to be taught how to deal with their fears and their emotions. It is healthy for you to go through this. The message that I've been hearing is, like, be open to go through it with the people who you are around. Like, be open to share your experiences. This is your family. These are the people who are meant to support you and heal you. Don't hide yourself from them. Of course, only share what you feel comfortable with sharing, but it is time for truths to come out. A lot of truths have been slipping out here and there, not only within your own family, I'm sure, but within the world. We just found out recently, and I actually got put onto this by one of my other teachers that I watch on YouTube, Jess from Behati Life, which I'll post down in the link below, if any of you are interested in her. But she is also an astrologer, has been doing this for far longer than I have, so she is definitely one of my points of reference, just to kind of confirm what things that I've been feeling. But yeah, she had a prediction that, because she works with astrology, so she knows how the planets work, that there would be slips of information in politics and the government. We just recently found out that, I'm pretty sure it was in Wuhan, that they had a whole lot more deaths than they recorded. So information like that is going to be slipping out. Take that as you will. And this, again, it's on every single level of existence. You are kind of, okay, I'm going to get a little bit spiritually, whatever, but you are kind of the center of your own world. Like, you are the sun, you are a light being, right? You hold a piece of the sun. If you think about stars, they're just fragments of the sun. You are a piece of that. So you in yourself, like, everything kind of ripples out of you, everything affects you, you affect everything within your own reality. The way I understand / I'm understanding astrology right now, because this is the vision that they're giving me, is that you start to realize your relationships with certain, like, the planets can represent maybe a certain person in your life or a certain space that you are dealing with, as well as the houses and the signs. And it kind of gets complicated because there are so many elements. But when you think about your outside life, it is that there are so many outside elements. Some things are in your control, some things are not in your control. Some things move however they want to move. When certain things align, though, that is when you can move forward kind of into the next reality that we're moving into. Anyways, that was just a message that Spirit had to come through, but I'm going to move into the reading. That is essentially the energy that I'm feeling for this Taurus new moon, though, is that the planets literally are aligning for us to take this leap forward. So it's about, but to get there, to kind of manipulate the outside world, you have to go within and realize the power that you hold within yourself. So Pluto's energy is extremely strong during this time. It's in conjunction with Jupiter in the sign of Capricorn. Let me know if you want me to do an astrology video of the things I've been learning. I would be more than happy to share if you're interested in that. But yeah, essentially that creates a lot of pressure on our day-to-day lives. That is what Capricorn kind of rules, as well as like your day-to-day reality, your routines. It's an earth sign. So also things that have to do with your business, things have to do with your home space, your physical body as well. Again, it's an earth sign. And then Jupiter, which expands this energy. So Pluto is putting pressure on this energy, breaking it down to its core, to its roots. And then Jupiter expands this energy, so it blows everything out of proportion, essentially. It can be good, or it can be positive, or it can be negative in your life, depending on where you are in your life. And on your spiritual journey, on your spiritual path. So with that being said, there's pressure happening in your life that is calling you to go within, dig to the deepest part of within yourself to find your individual light, your individual, like your spark, essentially. We are moving into the age of Aquarius, where it is about individuality, genius, like your own inventions and new ways of doing things and that type of energy. With Saturn, who rules Capricorn, is moving into the sign of Aquarius right now. And planets are going to start to join it there. But it's literally like asking yourself, who am I? Right now, I think Mars is in the sign of Aries with the sun, which is all about who am I? What am I doing here? Like, what am I meant to do here as well? Who am I at my root, at my core? Ancestral work is extremely important right now. To, again, understand that aspect of yourself. Know thyself before anything else. That is how you move forward in this life. And then you find the people, like your vibe attracts your tribe. So you'll find the people who will help you to start to lift up. And that is usually in your family and your communities that you are in. And if you don't feel that in the community that you are in at this moment, it's time to move. Or maybe the space that you're in, the home that you're in, there's a lot of like movement energy is happening right now. Again, we're taking this leap, this jump into harmony, because we're also going from 5. So this is the month, the 5th month, where change is going to happen. Some friction is going to happen. You're also going to find like a burst of energy probably to do certain things. You might have kind of figured out your normal, your schedule. So now things are moving a little bit more smoothly in your home space. Like it's that kind of energy coming in. But this is also going to affect the outside world, and the outside world is less in our control. So again, it's about being wary of both and always going back to spirit. That was a mouthful. I'm going to take a sip of tea. I encourage you to grab your tea, grab your notebooks, grab everything that you need to just be open and ready for this message. I am going to be pulling again what this Taurus new moon is bringing in. Yeah, I'm going to take a sip of tea. Okay, let's get into the reading. Let me know if any of that resonates with you down in the comments down below. If any of that makes sense to you, give this video a thumbs up. If it does, it honestly truly helps me build and grow this channel. Even if you give me a thumbs down, to be honest, it helps my channel tremendously. And I thank you for even putting the time and effort into clicking one of those buttons. Okay, so tuning into the collective consciousness. What is the overall lesson coming through with this Taurus new moon? To tune into the collective. What is this bringing for all of us? What is the lesson that this new moon is trying to... Ooh. Yep. A bunch of cards came out. The top one was the bull. Welcome to this reading. If you're new, feel free to subscribe to my channel. If this resonates with you, join the fam. Okay, what is the overall lesson that is coming through with this new moon in Taurus, which is happening on next Wednesday? So that's the 22nd. It's kind of like 22nd, 23rd energy. That it'll be the strongest. Ooh. And so it begins. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Sorry, my energy just like shot through the roof. Like my ears are ringing. I have the tingles. Like everything is happening. Okay. Stilton money. I just want one, please. Yeah, see, Spirit's like all the messages. Everything is is changing. Oh my gosh. Okay. The overall lesson coming through with this Taurus moon. One card, please. Thank you. Turtle. Card number 15, which equals out to the 6. Again, I was saying we're going from the 5 to the 6. This change is going to happen, and then we're going to find harmony. And you're starting to feel those like little moments of harmony. A lot of you have probably been having little flashes, little visions of like what this is going to lead to, or if you're making a change in your life, what that change is going to lead to in the future. So water sign, so it's definitely about tuning into your emotions. This is helping you learn to find stability and balance. This card talks of longevity, right? Turtles live for many, many years. They say, they call Toronto Turtle Island, right? It's about this stable foundation that will last for lifetimes. That is what we're finding. That is the lesson. What gives you stability? What makes you feel the most secure, the most safe, the most at peace? This is about going with the flow. Change is going to happen. This change is going to happen. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. It's going to be scary. It is going to be scary. I'm not going to lie to you and say this is going to be easy. This world right now, it's scary. That is a reality. But are you going to feed into that fear? Or are you going to go within, go back within into your heart, into the center of your being, into your love space, and create something? This isn't the end of the world. So are you going to get stuck in history in this moment and possibly lose everything that you love? Because for some people who are making extremely like ignorant decisions and still having parties and still like not following the social distancing in the way that is meant to be followed, and like things, the good things in the government that have been put into place to support us, to help us, to protect us. Some people in their ignorance are still not doing that. And so this is continuing, probably into next spring. So it's also considering that if this is going to be my life for the next year, how am I going to make this work? How am I going to make this stable, sustainable? Sustainable living has been continuing to trend. It's continuing to be louder. We want equal rights. We want healthcare for the world. This is one world. We have to support each other. The four corners of the world are coming back together to support each other. That is where I feel like this world is going. But to make a change like that from what we had before, a huge weight had to be dropped. That is Pluto's energy. A huge weight had to be pushed, dropped on what we had now to completely shake it up, to completely wipe it from under its feet. Asking you to dive all the way to the bottom of the ocean to find stability, to find harmony, to find peace of mind. Stop paying attention to the things that you can't control. You can control yourself. It's not easy. It takes time and effort and dedication, but you can control yourself and your emotions and your feelings. And by you controlling your reaction, you change the reality, you change the paradigm. You shift the paradigm, the dimension. We're moving into a higher consciousness because people are being forced to go into their unconscious minds. You might have been receiving past life information, wisdom. A lot of people are ancestors from the past that went through this, right? That went through a tragedy, a chaos like this, and were able to push forward and move forward. They might have got stopped at certain parts of their journey, but we're moving forward. We're moving into a higher dimension, the fifth dimension. What is a blessing out of all of this? What is going to bring you stability at this time? What is your heart calling you to do? It's going to feel like a risk. Yes. It's going to feel like it's probably going to shake up a whole lot in your life. Yes. But at this time, it's worth it. I am going to be doing probably a new moon ritual video for anyone. I'm planning on doing a ritual, so I just thought I would share for anyone who would like to do a ritual as well. It's very simple. If you don't have all the ingredients, I'll show you what you can grab. Really and truly, you don't need anything but yourself and your intention. But for me, it helps me to ground it with like crystals and things, candles, incense, things like that. A glass of water representing the 4 elements. But yeah, all you need is your intention, really and truly, and just putting aside the time and putting all of your energy into this intention to create something for yourself. I will be doing, so I'll be doing a video on that this week or hopefully I can do that, I guess tomorrow or later today maybe. For you all, and if nothing else, I might post something on my Instagram. I might do a post on my Instagram, so follow me there if you're not already at the Hummingbird Coven. I think it's 9_ the Hummingbird Coven _6. I think it's posted down in the description below. Okay, what is the blessing that is being given to us with this new moon in Taurus? Again, happening on the 22nd. Which is another 444 date. Like, literally things are aligning. And this is exactly what I've been talking about in all the videos that I've been already doing. Like, this is consistent with that. What is a blessing? One card, please. This new moon, thank you. Resilience and strength, sexual energy, which is your creative energy, your sensual energy as well. Taurus rules like our sensuality. It's about like the things that we value, our possessions, right? And things that we treasure. It's also about sacrifice, right? When you make love and produce a child or a seed or whatever it is that you're growing, sometimes you have to now sacrifice for that seed, for whatever it is that you will sow. I don't know why I shuffled, but Veils Parting also came out. Yeah, resilience and strength, desert. I don't mean to scare anyone or add stress to anyone, but this is going to be a long year. Do you have the resilience and strength to get through it? Do you know how to live in these circumstances and still thrive? For a lot of us, you do. You do, because you have lived through the worst of it. But that's also why Spirit is calling you to go back into that space where you were strong enough to still move out of that, because look at where you are now. Look where you are now. You've made it out of that. But there was still wisdom there for you. It's the strength that it took for you to move through that. That is what we're receiving. That is a blessing that is coming with this new moon. It's the strength to take a risk, make a sacrifice for you to move forward in your life. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to go all the way this deep today, but here we are. What is the advice from the mothers so that we do not waste this blessing that is going to come through? What is the advice? What do we need to know? What do we need to do also to receive it? And you have the moon and the high priestess of earth as I'm shuffling. Okay. What is the advice from the mothers? Thank you. High priestess of air, card number 6. Yeah, this is like 6 of air. This is, first of all, it's about moving as well. The 6 of swords in tarot is about making a move into smoother waters, like after you've come out of the struggle. And this is also giving me that the fox's energy that has been coming out in these readings for a while. And it was, again, like at this point is when we were supposed to be stepping into that. So yeah. Yep. And then see, reminder, don't forget the lessons that you have already learned. Because again, we're going to be going back into this dark place within ourselves. So that's going to bring up a lot of stuff. And we might, if we're not careful, fall into old tendencies that are destructive to the things that we have built since we have come out of this space. So it's about kind of searching through. I'm getting, wow. I'm getting, this is really funny though. Hercules, when he goes down into Hades and he is like literally swimming through the underworld to find Meg, to bring her out, to save her. That is the sacrifice, right? And it was like everything was aligning. The stars were aligning, and it had to happen now that you have to face, like, this is the moment for you to face literally your demons, things that could kill you if you're not careful, right? If you spend too long down there. I don't mean to sound like drastic, but like that is the world that we're living in right now. But yeah, and it's searching for what he loved the most, what he wanted to create a life with. So that is the energy that is coming through. And also I loved Hercules, and I've always been into like Greek mythology, so, and like learning about the planets and stuff. So yeah, this is I'm like a nerd for this stuff. Sorry, I'm gonna have some tea. Yeah, even this reading is giving me all the confirmations, because this is the first time that I'm feeling this energy at this level within myself, to be able to give this message to you right now, and to also know that I'm protected. Protection, yeah. Protection was something that came through. I'm going to be doing a protection ritual, and then I'm also going to be setting intention for what I want to create, because we are going to need protection again to go through this. We're going to need all of our strength to go through this. Okay. Yeah, let me continue the reading. This is also card number 10. Again, so completing cycles. 28, which equals to a 10. And then card number 6, again. that harmony. So we have 2 6s, but this is about use your, like, it's, yes, going into your spiritual self and like trusting your intuition, trusting spirit, but it's also be logical again about what you want to put your time, your energy into, to make sure that you are safe during this time of digging deep within yourself, to pull this strength out of you. It's going to take a lot, but we're going to make it happen. Yeah, this is about using your rationale. This is about using your mind. It's also about communication. Communications are going to be extremely, again, this is giving me communicating with the people around you, like your home space, your family. This is a time to have like logical conversations, again, because it affects them, especially if it is in your family space. Whatever move this is, it's going to affect them, but it's like, yeah, you have to talk about it with the people who are closest to you, because your choice, your decision is going to affect them. Not that it will affect them in a negative way, but they might be resistant to it because they don't understand. So it's about having like logical communications and saying like, this, I feel everything within my being, everything within my heart, that this is the direction that we're meant to move in right now, to stay and to be even more safe and happy and have that abundance. Like 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups have been coming up a lot, right? Like material security, where we can build a home, where we can, whatever it is, build a career, again, grow this child, whatever it is that we're growing, creating. And then emotional bliss and satisfaction, again, fulfillment, feeling happy, feeling blissful. Let me get the ancestral message. And then I think I'm going to just leave it at that. To be very honest, I didn't want this video to be so long. I was going to pull some tarot, but I might pull some tarot cards for the ritual video that I do. I think I'm just going to leave this one at this. I'm also getting, though, tapping into the top 3 chakras, so your throat, your third eye, and your crown. And that is also what this whole virus is in the first place, like why it came. It was also to get us into this communication energy. I remember having the spider card come out as like why this is all happening, and it's like, remember that you are connected to everyone. Remember that like communication is coming in also to help you find your networks and your community as well. But sorry, I completely lost track of what I was saying. Where were we? Bring it back. Communication, yeah, third eye. Okay, crown, corona. Corona means crown. Also, another YouTuber put me onto this. I need to look at it again to remember the exact what it meant. But if you look up Covidius, look up Covidius and just see what that means. And if that resonates for you, that resonates for you. If it doesn't, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Okay, what do the ancestors want us to know? What is their message to us? What is their advice? Great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. You are this great teacher. You have to find that within yourself as well. High Priest, intend and create. This is the Hierophant. Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. And that's exactly why I'm laughing. And Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. seer. I'm just going to see beyond the current situation. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. They live in the same place. Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. Open your heart up. Protection Guardian, drop your shields. You are protected. You will be protected. Let go of your fears. Stargazer. Oh my gosh, set your sights. I'm going to keep going because I just feel like I'm in a blessings mood. So I'm going to share all the blessings, all the messages Spirit has for you right now. Stargazer, set your sights higher. For some of you, you should start probably looking into your own astrology. Again, the stars are aligning, so you want to see how it's aligning for you specifically. And what that means and how you are moving forward, because it does tell you. I had my North Node is in Libra, and we just had this super full moon in Libra, and I mean, here we are. So be brave and honest. And then Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. This is the Empress energy. After you go through all of this, now you're like, okay, I know what I need to create. I know how to create it too, because I know how to work with the elements within myself to create abundance, to create this strength and resilience, to create beauty and blessings in our lives. Also, apples. Eat lots of apples right now. That's going to be, they say an apple a day keeps a doctor away. Take it. Like, just take it. Take that advice, please. And I'm saying that because this is real, and I don't want anyone I love to catch this. So please take care of your health. Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. And then you have the Lord, which is the Emperor. Your Emperor is coming into. Take charge with authority. This is twin flame season as well. Animal Guardian, trust your instincts. There are people like, yeah. I'm going to stop there. That is your message for this Taurus new moon. I hope you appreciated that message. That was literally all of me, everything of me. I pray that you received it more than anything. I pray that you received it and you take it and you better your life, and however it resonated for you. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it at there. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.